Good evening, everybody. It's Rich. What we're going to do is we're going to do something I've never even heard of before. Is a pork sirloin bone-in bone-in pork butt sirloin. Here's what it looks like. I've never really seen one, unless it's just a roast. But the packaging. So here's bone right here. And I looked online just now, and it's telling me that the sirloin, if I read correctly, is like behind the baby backs. Like, you know, you got spare ribs and you got the loin on top, you got the baby backs, and it's right on like the top of the.
It's like a rump roast.
Yeah, before the ham. It could just be a roast, yeah. But well, we're gonna do it up on the Weber Smoky Mountain, and I'm subscribed to this channel. It's Phil and Florence, Florence, South Carolina. I think that's home of the Clemson football team for college. I come through there a couple years ago when I was doing my own thing, traveling, and very interesting spot. They got some unusual barbecue there. So Phil and Florence, I'll leave a description. I'll leave an iCard to his channel. You can check him out. He's I think he's a fairly new channel. He's getting it done down there. He's an older fellow, but he's getting it done. I watch him. So seems pretty personable, genuine fella. Love his accent. Sort of South Carolina. But what they do is something different. They don't smoke their wood right away, or smoke their pork right away. They let it spit fire for a little bit. So we're going to take the water pan out of the Weber Smoky Mountain this time, and we're going to leave the juices render out, and then, you know, kind of spit fire and open pit, and we might throw a chunk of wood or two later on. But for now, what we're going to do, how we're going to season it, is we're going to use a little river spog. Some of our traditional river spog. I'm just going to lightly get her done here. Oh, yeah, you know what? Thanks, Katie. Damn it.
Sorry about that.
I haven't used mustard in a while. I'm just not used to using mustard. But we're going to use a little mustard on it because I feel like taking the DeLorean back to the future. And we're going to go ahead and give her a little coat of mustard. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, there goes all the river spog you just spreaded.
That's all right. Spreaded.
Spread. There we go. Hey, I got the same education as you. Hush.
Yes, we did. We went to high school together, people. Just say that, just in case you guys didn't know. So let's go ahead and give this thing a. I haven't used mustard in a while. It feels weird using it, but yeah, I always did agree. It did something with the bark. And the reason you see us using this big old mixing bowl, the 40 centimeter, is because we come back from the competition, we threw all the Reynolds pans away up there because they were all dirty, and we didn't feel like washing them, so we just threw them away. We haven't gone to Walmart and got any more yet. So
yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna cook this bone side down because it sets easier. So we're just gonna give her a little dusting on the bottom. You know, they say about the bone-in stuff. It has more flavor with the bone in. This will be pretty interesting. So we're going to hit this with some river spog.
If you can hold on to the slimy thing.
Huh?
If you can hold on to the slimy thing, you will.
Well, it's that mustard. And I didn't pat it dry when I rinsed it off. So what we're going to do now is, I've had this for a while. We used it a couple times, but I kind of got pushed back to the yeah. Back in the back,
yonder,
into the Wild Blue yonder, and this is Swamp Boys. I believe they're out of Florida. It's very like molassesy. It's got some kind of puts me almost like an Oak Ridge kind of taste. But we're gonna go ahead and put a little douse of this on it. Bark it up pretty heavy. That mustard has a different smell with that river spog, doesn't it?
I can't smell anything. No, my allergies have kicked in again.
Damn allergies.
Well, then the infection, you know.
Alright guys, well, I don't want to keep you. What I'm going to do is go ahead and rub this thing up. And we're going to put it away for the night. And I'll hit you back, guys, back tomorrow morning. I don't know, probably about 8 o'clock or so. I'll put this thing on. I'm not going to rush this cook. So we'll see you in the morning. Everybody, we're back this morning. It's about time to put this bone-in pork roast sirloin. Look at that thing.
Looks good.
Yeah. Yep. I got the 11-year-old Mr. Jason doing the camera work this morning. Katie's a little under the weather. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this thing on. We're going to cook it in the Weber Smoky Mountain with no water pan. I was watching the channel that I subscribe to, and he's one of my subscribers back to me. It's Phil in Florence down there in Florence, South Carolina. He was explaining, I remember he did the pork butts, and he put them on a smoker with no smoke, like a Brinkman or one of them old types. And then he put it on his stick burner to finish the cook. Well, I was kind of curious about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to simulate that on the Weber Smoky Mountain with no water pan. And then maybe about when it gets about 100 degrees, 110 internal, maybe 120 or something, they get them juices hitting that fire, okay? And then what we're going to do is we'll throw some smoke oil on after that. We're going to get this thing on. Put my trusty dusty gloves on. We're running a pit temp of about 230 degrees today. And I'm not sure how long it's going to take. It's about 5 pounds. I never cooked a bone-in sirloin roast. So we'll get it on. Man, that thing smells good.
Yep.
We'll get it on there and stick our probe. Sure, stick the probe at. Probe right there. There's a bone in there.
Probably a big one too.
Good size bone. Alright folks, like I said, we'll put that thing on. We'll let it sit there and cook a little bit. We learned this from Phil down in Florence. Down there in Florence, South Carolina. And so we're on a pit temperature of 230 degrees a day. And we're going to be, get a shot over here, boy. We're going to be using our chef alarm today from Thermoworks to monitor the pit meat temperature while we're using our BBQ Guru DigiQ DX2 to monitor this. So we'll set this temp real fast on the meat. We're going to cook it at about 165. We're going to treat it like a pork butt. We're going to treat it like a pork butt, and we're going to cook it to 165. We're going to spritz it along the way, I think, and we're leaving juices get dripping like my sweat is. Boy, it's hot out here today. So we'll get back to you when we hit 165. Actually, no, we'll hit it up in about an hour or two when we spritz it for the first time. We'll see you then. All right, we're back. It's been about an hour. And I said I've never cooked without the water pan, and it seems that the pit is, I set the pit for 230, and I got the top vents about halfway closed. Might have to cut down a little bit more. It's from about 250, 260. We got our internal temperature of 80 degrees. There we go. Internal temperature of 80 degrees on the chef alarm. And we're going to go and spritz it for the first time. This thing barked up pretty good. See that thing?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Smells good.
It does smell good. And like I said, I ain't put no smoke with on yet, folks. None at all. We'll go ahead and spritz it up with a little bit of cherry juice and a little red wine vinegar, just to keep it going. And so there's no water pan in there, so you know what we're going to do is we're trying to get the smoke from the coals to flavor the meat a little bit before I throw. I was going to throw up here a piece of peachwood on that I got at the local store. And so like I said, it's been an hour. We'll go ahead and get back with you when we throw this peachwood on. It'll probably be about another hour. So we'll see you then. All right, we're back. It's been 2 hours on the money. We spritzed it twice with our river mist, which is cherry juice and some river river vinegar, some red wine vinegar. And we just put our smokewood, our peach smokewood on. Let's get a quick look at this thing. Well, that's looking good. A little
Looks tender.
Yeah, well, not yet. It's about 121 degrees on our chef alarm. So I guess you know, we'll go ahead and spritz this thing up one more time, and we'll see you guys when I wrap it. I'm thinking about wrapping it at about 165. We'll see you when I wrap it. And you guys are back. We just wrapped it. It was at 155. I went ahead and wrapped it. And we're coming back up the temperature. There she is, all wrapped up. We're going to cook it to about 195, just like a pork butt. And again, we're using our chef alarm and our guru. So I guess we're looking, we've been about 4 hours in so far, probably. So we're gonna get back with you when we hit 195. See what this sirloin roast looks like. See you then. All right, we're back. We got this sirloin roast or whatever it is has rested for an hour, and we're ready to see if we can pull this thing apart. I don't know how that's gonna work. I might need a utensil. Be right back. Let's leave it run. Something with hair to part with. All my claws.
That's what I was gonna say.
I had them. Didn't think I need the claws. I mean, I thought this thing was gonna just come apart, but apparently I cooked it at 195. I didn't inject it.
Smells so good.
It does smell good. I've never done one of these before, but man, this is the one. We didn't use no water pan. We just went ahead and 2 hours on the smoker without it. There you go, folks. Look at that. Man, it smells amazing.
Yeah, it does.
It's crazy. All that meat bone. Bone of meat.
Meat bone.
There's the bone. Right there. Still a little on it, but not too shabby. So look at that. Again, we used our Swamp Boys rub. And look at that. It's white meat. That's amazing. Little
Hot.
Little hot there. We got a little hip to do right here. This is a sirloin, bone-in sirloin roast or butt-in roast. That's what it said on the package. So it smells good. Let's go ahead and give her somewhat of a try here. Let's go. Got a big pork flavor. Very big pork flavor. You can taste the rub. Taste that smoke. It's got a nice little smoke ring on it. Again, we can use the water pan. It has a little bit of a different flavor than normal. We use the water pan. So we'll get this shredded up, and we'll get back to you when we have the sauce. So I reserved a little bit of the juice right here from our fat separator, and we're gonna drizzle it out a little bit and use our bootleg sauce from Swamp Boys. It's like a vinegar-based sauce. We'll get back to you here in a little bit. Everybody, back. We got this thing shredded up pretty good. It's a little dry in some areas, but it's not real mushy like you would find maybe a pulled pork, like a butt. But here we have, and this one is some of the reserved, and we're gonna take a taste of that. But just all it does is run the juices through a fat separator. Taste the rub and the spritz. I mean, just a big pork flavor in that. This one here is our bootleg red sauce by Swamp Boys, and this is a extreme vinegary base. If you're gonna give it a try. Oh wow. It really complements the Swamp Boy rub. Man, is that good. Again, guys, we cooked with no water pan. South Carolina, Florence, South Carolina style. Check out Phil in Florence down here in Florence, South Carolina. I'll leave his iCard up here in the top of the box. And man, let me tell you, next time you want to do a pork butt or anything like that, just give it 2 hours just over the coals. No smoke. Then throw the smoke on it. You can definitely tell a difference in the white meat of the pork, of the meat smoke flavor versus the wood smoke. You taste that peach. So again, guys, try this. This is a very good recipe. And if you like it, hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. All my social media will be in the hit show more will be in the description box. And all the links to what I use today, Weber Smoky Mountain, the Swamp Boys rub, all them links will be in the description box. So again, guys, thanks for coming down the river and looking at it. And we'll see you on the next one.